We are off to the Ozarks. First up, Mount Ida. Join us for campfires, cooking recipes, and a little gem of a campground that stole our hearts. Let me add here before diving into all the details, I've been sick. I sound sick, feel sick, and don't look great. I'm also super stubborn and refuse to go to the doctor for antibiotics once I knew I didn't have COVID or anything contagious. Well, I refused until hot springs. Then we found a convenient care clinic, and I'm happy to say I am on antibiotics, and I think I'm on the mend. Now back to the video. We're hitting the road, headed into the heart of the Ouachita Mountains. Our destination, Edendell Campground, near Mount Ida, Arkansas. This trip is special. It's our first stop before Phoenix's summer camp adventure and our base camp to drop her off at Camp Ozark. It's always exciting to watch the landscape change from the flat farmlands in Louisiana to rolling hills in North Louisiana to the cliffs and mountains of Arkansas. Edendell Campground is about a 7-hour drive from our hometown of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Of course, that's when you take into consideration gas and potty breaks. I know the 3-hour rule that most RV people like to live by, only traveling 3 hours from one destination to the next, but we like to live life on the edge. And family time is important before Phoenix is at camp for a week. Mount Ida, often called the quartz crystal capital of the world, is celebrated for the exceptional clarity and natural geometric formations of crystals that are found there. I've always been fascinated by crystals, not for just how stunning they are, but for the energy that they carry as well. From the calming clarity of quartz to the grounding strength of the smoky varieties. And heading into these mountains and to the crystal mines reminds me of being a kid. The feeling of summer vacation, smell of the rain on the crystal clear creeks, sounds of waterfalls, and always an adventure. There are different types of RV people. Those that love the hustle and bustle of big resort style spots, others that choose the solitude of boondocking in the middle of nowhere. And then there's us. We fall somewhere in between. We love a peaceful site situated in nature, but I will not lie, full hookups and Wi-Fi are on our list of what we look for. I chose Edendell specifically for the peace and tranquility, but also for the convenience. This location allows us close proximity to Camp Ozark and easy access to the Ouachita National Forest and scenic byways, while being secluded enough that we can enjoy nature. The Ouachita National Forest stretches across 1.8 million acres of Arkansas and Oklahoma. It's the oldest national forest in the South and one of the few mountain ranges in North America that runs east to west instead of north to south, with winding roads, crystal clear lakes and rivers, endless trails, and crystal hunting. It's the perfect place to slow down and reconnect. Our time at Edendell was limited to 2 nights for this trip, but the 2 nights that we had there were magical. From the clouds and mist over the mountains to the flowers blooming by the lake and the gorgeous sunset next to the campfire, core memories were made. Ouachita Campground at Edendell is run by a lovely couple named Jason and Joanna. They offer primitive tent camping sites and some gorgeous spots, but also have a lodge with showers and laundry available. We were lucky enough to get the prime spot for our camper with a view of the valley and lake. They have some amazing plans for the property, and it will be fun to watch them grow over the years when we stay with them for taking Phoenix to camp. They currently offer full hookup RV sites, tent camping, a guest house with a kitchenette, glamping, which I do love, kayak rentals, ATV rentals, and a growing botanical garden. One thing I found extremely cool is the lessons page on their website, which I will include in the description. They have dancing lessons, botany lessons, and a crash course on auto maintenance. And let's face it, with the cost of everything getting higher these days, that is a pretty cool course. Future plans include tree houses for tent campsites, zip lining, and an event center, and horseback riding. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you one of the things that Joel did in the camper that I really love because it adds a lot of space. He made this great to go over the sink. It's like a butcher block. So I don't really cut on it. I do go ahead and use a cutting board, but it does, with such a small area, give me a lot more room to make dinner, which we're about to do. Tonight is going to be some stuff on the grill. It's going to be some stuff on the grill. It's going to be some onions, some bell peppers, and some sausage, and some potatoes, and some foil, and we're going to grill it, and then I'm going to make, I think we might try our hand at grilled romaine salad tonight, which we've had before and we love. I'm a little scared to try it, so we'll see. One thing I wanted to talk about is that we always use Rabideaus. We're from Louisiana, and so one of our favorite types of sausage is Rabideaus, and it's the pork and venison, and it's made locally, and we really love it. So we brought it to Arkansas with us.
More to come.
One thing I really like to use, because it adds some fun color to what we're cooking, is the medley. It's the petite medley when it comes to potatoes. So look at this. This is super fun. And it adds a lot of fun color to, so when you're camping, you kind of feel gourmet, even though you're cooking it on a grill. Mixed in here, onions, potatoes, Rabideau sausage, and an orange bell pepper. And now we're gonna throw it on the grill, and let it just all marinate together, and so it'll be ready in just a little bit. We're about to do the grilled romaine. I've got a couple of things going on here. Again, this is our first time making it. So one of the things that we have is a rosemary infused olive oil. We get it from Crave, which is local in our town. They have quite a selection, but rosemary is my favorite. So I've got my little, and our bowl of rosemary. I've also got, that we're going to use, is the lemon rosemary garlic salt. And then we're going to put some pepper on it as well. So we actually had to Google it. Because again, it's our first time. So what Google says is we're going to cut this like so. Okay. And then it said to make sure that you really make sure that the oil gets down into those leaves. Now, let me just add this for the purposes of, we are recording this because we're assuming it's going to go great.
We shall see, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, you want to make sure the olive oil gets way down in there, so you want to use a lot. Okay, which we've done. And now I'm going to do this rosemary, garlic, salt. And then we're going to put some pepper on that in a little bit. And you can also see that I've already cut up some other things that we will also throw on the grill. Some tomatoes, some cucumbers, and some broccoli. And I'm going to put a little balsamic vinaigrette on that and throw it up on the grill a little bit too to go over this. So what we've decided is we're going to try this two separate ways. So you've got to be able to flip it on the grill. So what I did is I cut off the tail first, and I'm not sure this is going to work. So on this one, I actually left this on. And so at the end of our experiment, we'll let you know how it goes.
So you should definitely leave the tails on the lettuce when you do it, and you should also do it perpendicular to the grill grates, because these just fell apart. They're going to be great, they're going to taste great, but these definitely are going to present much, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Rabideau sausage.
Yes.
And potatoes of multicolors, and bell peppers and onions and all kinds of great seasonings.
Oh wait, and look at that. I know, it's a blue.
And blue potatoes, yeah.
And we've got a great view while we're eating. Okay.
It's amazing. So I'm going to try this.
Okay. I mean, we know that's going to be good. What I'm really interested in is this. The
potatoes came out great.
They did. They're charred. You did a great job. You really did. Like you did. All right.
Featuring Halo.
This actually is the first time I've ever had grilled romaine. It really is the first experience right in my mouth I've ever had.
And?
It was very good.
Well, he didn't eat it at the
Yeah, it had
Myrtles.
shellfish in it.
There's a lot of character to it that you don't get from a salad. I wouldn't have expected the like umami flavor to come out of a salad, and it really does, and that's very strange. And I love you, and you're trying to kill me with cucumbers, so I won't eat them, but they have a great flavor.
Look at the dog.
Oh my god. There's something about a campfire that invites reflection and maybe a little bit of mystery. They say there is a woman with long black hair and eyes like raw crystals that roam the quartz veins near Mount Ida. Locals call her the Crystal Witch. Some believe she was a healer in the 1800s, a woman of native and French descent who used the natural energy of the quartz to mend bones and banish fevers. When a land baron tried to claim her spring and dig up her crystal grove, she cursed him, as all good witches do. His mind collapsed that winter, killing him and 4 others, and no one has found it since. Hikers report seeing flashes of white deep in the forest, and at night, campers claim of hearing a woman humming, low and slow, like she is still working her healing or warning you to stay away. Now, I can't say we heard anything terrifying, but in the quiet and stillness of this place, it's not hard to imagine how the stories took root. For us, this stop was more than campfire stories. It was a pause, a chance to soak up time together before Phoenix left for camp, while she was bubbling with excitement, knowing she is not only making memories with us, but making memories away from us at camp. Memories become the stories we tell ourselves, the ones that remind us of who we are and what we've come through. They anchor us when things are tough, and they quietly build strength by showing us what we have braved before, even if we don't realize we're brave at the time. Sometimes it's the simple memories, a campfire, a goodbye hug, and a sunset, that stay with us the longest and shape the strength we carry into what comes next. These are memories that I hope Phoenix carries long after summer ends. For Joel and me, this is just the beginning of our Arkansas adventure. We have a full schedule ahead of Arkansas memories we can't wait to share with you. Thanks for joining us on this leg of our adventure, and make sure to subscribe to see where we end up next.